Coach, your thoughts on the game?
First of all, to God be the glory for this wonderful opportunity. I'm extremely excited for these young men at this table, and especially in that locker room. The group of coaches, they worked extremely hard since the first day of practice. This is a great opportunity. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to lead this group of young men and coaches.
Coach, what'd you say at halftime? The game was tight. Second half, we saw kind of John Marshall basketball at its finest.
I think Coach Blackwell summed it up better than anybody. He said, don't panic. We've been here before. Stick to the strip and be ready to perform the second half.
Roosevelt, you were getting double teamed a lot. It took you till the second half to really get in a flow. What happened?
Just had to fight through it, be strong, you know what I'm saying? And just count on my team.
Jason, you started to get more aggressive there in the third quarter. Y'all just want to turn up the heat there a little bit?
My coaches told me and teammates told me no matter what, kill and pray for me and my teammates.
Coach, did they surprise you in the first quarter of Gate City with us?
They're a respected program. It's not by accident you have 3 2,000-point scores. Hats off to those guys. Brandon Dean, he was game all game. The fortunate part is we're a deep program, and these young men consistently pounded until we got victorious.
Is it hard for y'all? You have so much hype, so much expectations. Do y'all have to be perfect, or is it kind of hard to live up to all that?
We're imperfect people, especially young men. I, as an adult, make mistakes daily, so we know we're going to have ups and downs, and that's what life is. The beautiful part about basketball, and it's 32 minutes. And so we were fortunate enough to be on top at the end of those 32 minutes.
Roosevelt, Gate City cut the lead to 12, kind of late there in the middle of the fourth quarter, and then you were kind of down there kind of settling your teammates down, and you guys went on like a 10-2 run and pretty much put the game away. Are you kind of like the emotional leader on this team?
Yes, sir. I think that I'm the one that keep the team together, honestly, and keep everybody happy.
Coach, how relieved were you guys to even be able to play this game?
Oh, especially knowing that those other teams, we heard just before tip-off that they were canceling the other games. We're extremely grateful. We don't take it for granted. I'm just thankful that these guys got an opportunity to showcase what they've worked so hard all year long for.
What's been this feeling like for you guys as you're trying to wrap your heads around, are you going to play, are you not, everything that's going on?
Well, all you can do at this point is pray. You got to believe in something greater than a virus. And when you believe in something greater than a virus, you know everything's going to be okay.
Elijah, tell me about your season. I know you missed some time, I think, early in the year. Just the heights of the season. You guys played so many tough teams, and today knocking down the three-pointers. How it felt to be out there and finish this off with the state championship?
At the beginning of the season, it was tough. Being hurt, watching my guys play big games. Even small games, anything. Just watching them play was tough. Coming back had to be tough. Mentally and physically, because I was slower than everybody else. Had to work myself back up my strength, but coming back, it just felt great. It was good. You see, we won. We hit. So.
How does Coach motivate you guys? What does he do to keep you guys through all these tough battles you play, non-district, through these events, and then today in the state championship? How does he get you guys up?
He just trusts us. He let us be us. He let us play. Great motivational speaker. In the locker room, he tell us keep our heads on our shoulders. We worked all year for this, so there's nothing that can rattle us. We know what we want to do. We know exactly how we want to do it. So let's do it.
Ty, the Gate City coach was critical of John Marshall's relationship with Team Loaded, saying that because you guys Team Loaded players can come to John Marshall, that he seemed to think that's unfair. Do you think, is there anything unfair about John Marshall's relationship with Team Loaded?
Not at all. We're fortunate to have young men who are able to play on that team. Has nothing to do with anything. They got a good program, and we've been fortunate enough to have some Gate City guys who are part of Team Loaded, including Bradley, Zach Irvin, as well as Matt McClung to play with Team Loaded. We have Team Loaded kids everywhere. We have 100 Team Loaded teams, so if you look on the basketball court, there's going to probably be a Team Loaded kid somewhere.
Roosevelt, you had said that you didn't think there was a difference between winning a Class 3 championship and a 2 championship. You feel that now? Does it make any difference beating lower level teams?
It definitely makes a difference. This feeling right here, I felt it before, but it's special.
It doesn't make a difference?
It does make a difference.
Does it make you mad to hear those comments, though? He said you leave looking like Anthony Hardaway situation. Does it make you mad?
Only thing I care about and love are my guys, and it's my job. And people ask all the time why we have 11 men. It takes a village, and I have 11 men who are great coaches who sacrifice for these guys, don't even get paid. And it takes a village to raise a child. And my job as a coach is to put the best people around my young men to show them, to be fully transparent, there's a lack of male dominance in the African American community. So my job is to put enough men around these young boys to reach for something. I talk about it all the time. I got successful coaches, and we paint the picture. You got to see it before you see it in order to see it. Heads off to those guys. They do a good job, and I'm thankful for the guys that are part of our program, and that's all I care about is our program.
Roosevelt, last year it seemed like you were a good player with a lot of potential. Now you've become, as I've said to Coach, an intimidating presence. What's different about your game this year as opposed to a year ago?
This year I definitely have more confidence. You know what I'm saying? Definitely tougher, stronger, and I believe more in my teammates now than I did then.
And Jason, for you coming in from Verona this year, how's your game kind of evolved and developed with Coach White and the Justices this year?
Basically, when I came in, Coach told me to play my game, no matter what, kill whoever guarded me, and lead.
Ty, do you think the class system work the way it is now with you guys being class 2? And I think you guys were averaging like 100 some points in the playoffs before this. Is John Marshall like out of place in class 2?
By enrollment, we have 450 plus kids at our school. That's unfortunate from that standpoint, but for our kids to compete, to have an opportunity is great. I would like our guys against any team. That's no disrespect to any team. We work extremely hard for these moments. We're grateful to have an opportunity to compete at Group 2, last year at Group 3. Whatever we get, we're just grateful for the opportunity because, again, there's some teams tomorrow that don't even have an opportunity. So we're grateful for our opportunity.
And you facing triple teams like that? You used to facing double teams in every game now?
Yes, sir. I definitely do. Since I moved up in rankings, you know what I'm saying, people try to test me more, and so I just had to move past it.
I'm extremely grateful for our administration allowing our young men to showcase their talents. They allow us to play in great events, Virginia Preps event, Above the Rim Classic, Coaches for the Cure, Tournament of Champions in Atlanta. And so we get an opportunity to play against some of the best talent in the country. And so today you got a chance to see 2 really good teams go at it. You got a chance to see a young man, Bradley, who didn't want to let his team lose, and you've seen a group of young men didn't want to let their team and their city down.
How many of y'all play with Bradley? All y'all play with?
I played with Bradley.
He should. What do you think about this player?
He a great player, a great person.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I love him. He was my guy, you know. I mean, but I'm coaching.
You played a bunch of tournaments with him?
Yeah, he was on the AE team.
Oh, okay.
Who wins in horse, you or him? Who wins in horse, you or him? Horse. Who wins in horse?
Oh, I don't know. We haven't played.
Anything else?
Coach, you've won 3 since 2014. Anything less than a state championship probably wouldn't be a good year for you.
Certainly, we set the standard high, and we're cheating those young men if we don't tell them reach for the highest. A game doesn't define you, a loss doesn't define you, but we set the bar high, and now we just got to find a way to set a new bar, and that's what life is about every day. Setting a goal, reaching it, accomplishing it, and set a new higher goal for yourself.
That's good. Only lose 2 seniors. There's no reason to think you can't have a great team next year.
We got a lot of expectations. Guys got to come back and work hard. To whom much is given, much is required.
Thanks, guys.